Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2004. And in this episode of our 4th season in career mode, we are going to be completing race 4 of 36, which is the Bass Pro Shops MBNA 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. In the last episode, we raced at Las Vegas, where I think we finished 15th or 14th. And the main reason why we just didn't get that much success in that race is we were off to a bit of a slow start. It was taking us a few laps to, get into the top half of the field, which was aiming for. And then our pit crew was a tad bit slow. I think what our pit stop was like 16.8 seconds long, and I kind of hope for like 14.9, which is our really good ones. But Bobby Labonte finished right in front of me, which I didn't find out until like the last lap of the race, and he was the points leader by just 5 points over us. And now there's like a 3-way tie for third place right now between Labonte, Ricky Rudd, and Jeff Gordon, and then we're right behind them by 12 points or 8 points. Yeah, I'm getting my numbers mixed up. And our points leader is, of course, Dylan Hart Jr., who, didn't he just win? No, that was his first one of the season. I don't know why I thought he won his second race. I don't know what I'm thinking about. McMurray, Bobby Labonte, then me, and Dylan Hart Jr. battled with Ricky Rudd at North Carolina. Can't forget that. But yeah, it's turned out to be a Ford season, or it was. They just got to all stay up there. We actually only have like 3 rivals. They're all fancy drivers, so the odds of any of them actually showing up in any of the races that we do is kind of unlikely. Now, if we had a bunch of fancy driver rivals, then yeah, the odds would be a little more likely. Maybe one every now and then of these guys. And then we got all these allies. I really have not been keeping track of the Tony Stewart Alliance. I'll bump into him a few times. I slammed into him hard at North Carolina at the beginning of the race because he started at the back somehow. And we need to work with him again. But right now, I know Atlanta is a tough track, so we're going to have to be aggressive in this one, but try not to crash anybody. If I come across Tony Stewart at any point in this race, I'll try to up it at least 10. But let's go to race weekend. We'll quick select the chassis, engine, and body. I say that in every video, and that sometimes I enunciate it because I know if I say it too fast, it's hard to say. But chassis, engine, body, quick select it. Yeah, golly. Look back on every video, and I swear I say that every single time, except for the times when I don't. I noticed that, I just don't mention it. Oh yeah, it's 100, so that's fresh. This is 98, and this is 100, so yeah, engine from the last episode. Car rating of 81. I don't know, we had 84 rating at some point. I don't know what the hell happened with that. I mentioned that like in the last episode too. But let's just see if we can get a finish in the top 10 this time. Pit crew, please be on point. I need that in every race. We got a better pit crew now. I'm waiting for them to get their happiness up so they can actually just perform their best. There's something in my eye. Dang. I may or may not have said let's get to qualifying, but I have a poor memory because at the moment I was kind of focused on the fact that there was something in my eye. But green flag is out here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. A fantasy driver got the pole. I swear that's what that was. I don't know that paint scheme at all, so it's got to be like a Kroger car. I hit David Green, but he doesn't care, so that is great. Jeff Gordon up in front of us, like always. Some of these really good drivers starting in the back. Ryan Newman's back here. Brian Vickers is having a horrible rookie season. I don't know why he has to, but the game says. Now I'm hitting Ryan Newman again, and I want to pass, but I can't get the car to turn. Now Brian Vickers thinks he's such a big shot. I see Dale Jarrett back here too. Yeah, some of these drivers, I don't know why they start so bad. And they're parking it in the front stretch. That's like 10 free spots. Oh my goodness. Focusing on the wreck in front of me that I'm not even taking the corner right. No, Sterling Marlin. Well, now I gotta track those guys down, which should take a few laps. I'm just now remembering that Dale Jarrett does not drive the 88 car. And I swear I'm gonna go the whole entire season. Every single time I say it's Dale Jarrett. It's not Dale Jarrett, it's Kevin Grubb. Dale Jarrett retired. Sterling Marlin just threw his car into the outside wall. I saw that in my mirror. So we're back to making up positions again. Our car is really close to being exactly what we need it to be here. My teammate is blocking me. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Great video game. And now you're getting yourself wrecked. That's all your fault. You suck, you stupid Henry Mayfield. Fuck you. I'm glad that you're not racing anymore. Stupid. Stupid! Okay. I got that out of the way. I had to let my emotions flow. Just let it out. Don't hold it in. I think I rarely just let my emotions come out of me in reality, but whenever it comes to playing a video game, like, there's no reason. Let's just get it out of the way. Just throw it all at him. It's all his fault. And all these freaking AI, they all block you. Don't matter who it is, when, where, why. That's just what they do. Ryan Newman races me so clean in this Let's Play, and then I just always crash into him. But then Mark Martin, I make him my ally, and he blocks the crap out of me. I don't even understand this game. And we got another split in the pack after we pass whatever this fancy driver is right here. Looks like an Outback car. We're going to pass Jeff Green. And, well, we're in the top 20, so we're making up more progress than we did at Las Vegas. If Jeff Green will get the hell out of the way, all over his damn bumper, so we're surely got a better car than him. Or maybe I'm just using mine better, because that is a DEI car, so it should be pretty good. We'll get into that draft with Elliott Sadler right here. Jeff Gordon has such a fast car, because he's making his way through the field exactly like the same rate that I am. And once he's through the field, he comes up to me. So he might actually be faster. So I just hope that he doesn't have a faster pit stop or anything. I hope that we pit before him. And I might try to pit a little early and undercut the field with the hopes that we can actually protect our position well once we come off pit road with the worn tires and stuff. Which shouldn't be that much of a problem until the end of the race. I think a good way to save it would be maybe pit on like lap 15. Seems a little bit questionable. I'm not sure. Meanwhile, I'll close the gap on these guys, and it is really tightening up right now. Oh my gosh. There's Jeff Gordon down low. Yeah, he's faster than us. At least whenever I make mistakes. I don't know if he's just actually faster or not. Come on. I'm trying to. Well, we're up to 17, so that's good progress. We're not exactly halfway there yet. Okay, come on. Take this run underneath Jimmy Johnson. There's Ricky right up there. Looks like first and second place have pulled on the rest of the field, unless there's someone ahead of those two cars that I'm not seeing, but I don't think so. Okay, getting a run off of turn 4. Oh gosh, Jerry Nadeau just got pushed in the wall by a car that he used to drive. Joe Nemechek's 25. Almost overdrove turn 1. Stay in Ward Burton's draft. Try to have him pull me down the back stretch. That'll work better than just curving down to the bottom to block Nemechek. We're about to make the top 10, so yeah, we are having a better race in Las Vegas. We just got to have a really good pit stop, and we also have to try to use a really good strategy. I don't know how early they take pit stops here. I think around like lap 14 at the earliest. I swear they do at lap 15. It's just, if I pit early, my tires will be absolute trash, and it'll be so hard to protect position. If I pit later, I lose a bunch of ground for staying out so long, and if I pit in the middle, then that usually doesn't do me anything. It's just kind of whatever. It all depends on how good the pit crew is, I suppose. I mean, if I can do a good job of blocking, then the early pit stop thing sounds like the smartest idea. I think the AI are better at blocking than I am, to be honest. Or maybe they just do it too much. Okay. The thing is, the AI, they get the opportunity to block all the freaking time, because I'm the one who's always passing cars. Them, they're rarely actually faster than me unless they're on the fresher tires, or my equipment is just not as good. But now, I think we have some A- tier equipment right now. Gotta run. Bobby Labonte's blocking me. Mark Martin's blocking me. Running this bottom lane really well. Oh my gosh, that's a heart attack if ever. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, lap 14 is when they start pitting. Well, I want to go down pit road next lap. Oh my gosh, kids have just checked up, hit the wall, and stacked up Bobby Labonte. And gosh, this car is getting so freaking tight. Just turn. Yeah, we gotta take a pit stop this lap because people are starting to pit, and I want to be on that same strategy that Mark Martin is. I think that would be a smart one. I mean, Mark Martin's a genius, so I'm just going to go with whatever the hell he does. Okay, the right front tire is getting really worn. Okay, don't spin into pit road. Okay, get down the speed. Okay, that was a great pit road entry. We really had a lot of precision on that one. No damage repair, 4 tires, full tank of fuel. This is our setup. Negative 0.5 turns of wedge and 22 PSI. Give it to me, like, give me my really good pit stop. I don't know. Go, 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 go. 15.2. It could have been worse. It could have been way worse. Jeff Gordon beats me off pit road by a little bit. Don't check up in front of me. They do that sometimes. Okay, there is no one on the track behind me, and yeah, there's slower on the apron. I was like, can we pull in the track and we're good? I saw Dillon Jr. beat me off, but I had never even passed Dillon Jr., so that kind of makes sense because he must have been one of the leaders right there. Just trying to finally get a championship now that I'm starting in last in every race. Well, I'm just going to pull away from Ward Burton and Mark Martin. I don't have to worry about either of those guys because I know I have fresher tires than those two. Okay, then. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. 8th place. People are still pitting. This will be for 7th on Kurt Busch. You know he's going to catch back up later and be a big problem. But 7th place, and I think we have 6th or 5th because there are 2 cars down pit road at the moment. Don't know if we're going to beat them off. I mean, if they're waiting that long, then they have to have like really lost a bunch of time no matter where they were on the track. Enough for us to get those spots. Yeah, we're definitely getting them. Okay, so that's 6th. And, oh, someone came back. Yeah, they're coming off pit road now. Yeah, that's Michael Waltrip. He was right in front of us before pit stops began. 4th place. Oh, my gosh. Okay, this is great, but I've got a lot of cars to pass and a lot of racing to probably do. Whew, this is going to be one hell of a 12-lap run. Oh, man, that was a great corner. I'm honestly trying to pull Matt Kenseth so that he stays in front of Jeff Gordon because I want to get as many points between me and Jeff Gordon as possible. I know Matt Kenseth doesn't do this good very often. Jeff Gordon, he's rather consistent. And speaking of Jeff Gordon, he started all the way in the back of the field, and he's up here now, so he's having just as great a race as me. Keep on pulling that bottom lane. Let's work on it. These are 3-4 drivers. Let's make all the 4 drivers get past Jeff Gordon. I think that's possible. Don't let Ricky Rudd pass me. Just keep pulling that bottom lane that Jeff Gordon is stuck on the outside of. Oh, yeah, the tire's getting worn. Just a few laps to go. I cannot believe how well we're doing. We've gapped Ricky Rudd, Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth. Jeff Gordon is stuck behind them because I pulled them past him. And we're tracking down Jeff Burton, another 4 driver. Like that's so many 4 drivers in the top 5 or in the top 10 in this race and whatever. And now I'm catching the draft of them. I might be able to get 3rd. Seems like a bit of a stretch, but once you get the draft, you really close in on them. Let's try to get a good corner right here so I can draft them down the front stretch. Oh, look how we push up the track. Okay, stay in that draft. Stay in the draft. We can do this. I really think we can get this. Let's not ruin this. So Dale Earnhardt Jr. is not in lead. I don't know who the hell it is. Is it Bobby Labonte again? Please tell me it's not. Oh, Sharon draft. I never came across Tony Stewart at one point in this race. It might be him. Look at this block. Holy crud, dude. Okay, we're getting it. Don't overshoot the corner. Don't overshoot the corner. Oh, my God. These are worn-ass tires. That's going to happen. Oh, no. Oh, made him check up. We got it. We got 3rd place here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm freaking losing control of the car. Rear ends all over the place. Is it Tony Stewart? Yeah, it is. Whew, that was a sweaty one. Oh, my goodness. Jeff Burton, Ricky Rudd, Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch. That's just a bunch more 4 drivers than usual. At least whenever I'm paying attention to it. Maybe this happens a lot and I just don't notice. You got this one Dodge driver finishing in 3rd place. I know. So I guess Dale Earnhardt Jr. led the first half. Tony Stewart led the second half. Jeff Burton led a lap somewhere in there. And Michael Waltrip, yeah, I know he led some laps because he stayed out like all the way until like lap 20, didn't he? We might have gained some spots in this race. We're in 3rd place now, so we broke that 3rd place 3-way tie they had that we were right behind of. But now we are 74 points behind Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart, who, you know, they both finished in front of us. So Tony Stewart made a slight gain, but they were still neck and neck in that race. We have races like Texas coming up. Maybe miracles could happen of stupidity at Bristol, and I don't know about Martinsville. That's a really tight race. We're bound to blow the freaking engine just trying to pass so many cars. And well, next up is Darlington. We're going to be using the Brickyard paint scheme just because, you know, the Brickyard, Darlington, they're both really important races. What's the difference? There's no difference. Of course not. Mark Martin in here. Tony Stewart. Yeah, I never got to come anywhere near him, so that sucks. Dale Earnhardt Jr. on this list somewhere? No, but none of those fancy drivers were in that race. So, yeah, I'm not really surprised. So stupid. In a couple days, we're going to be at Darlington racing the Brickyard paint scheme. That's hard to fathom. A lot of the stuff that I do is hard to fathom. Okay, I'm sorry. Shop additions. 7 races left until this laser scanner comes in to increase our drafting. And our drafting got us 3rd place in that race. Without the drafting, I don't think I would have been able to drive down Jeff Burton because it was taking some time. Worn-ass tires. I could use downforce too, and that could have made it more possible. But drafting and the downforce, either of those things really can come in handy. Let's go into the garage, check what we have to look at. 5 races left until this is done being built, and then 1 race left until this is done being repaired. And right now, this is what we're going to be using, 83, 76, so it hasn't really taken that much damage considering the tire group was only 84 before that. And, well, I guess we might as well overhaul this because we got our engine shop edition came in, so we get to increase this by 2 power. I do not mind if I do. $705,000. Well, there goes all the money that I made in the race. And then bodies. Well, nothing doing here. So I mean, I made $725,000 in that race, and I just spent like $701,000 And then there's like, the stuff from having to pay for my crew and everything like that. But I think overall I made like a few $1,000s probably, because we're not doing anything right here because that's still being repaired. I'm not going to build anything because right now we've got the body thing that's we're still waiting to ship in here. So there's no reason for me to build something that's not even going to be that good. Happiness down to 56, so that's basically 3 races left until it gets to 50, and then I think 1 race after 50, or maybe 2 after that, the contract will come to an end. Well, I've done and ruined this outro, not knowing how to speak the English language, going through all these freaking menus. So that sucks, but see you next time. That's that, and one really amazing episode over.